everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're having a fantastic day, thank God. But if you're kind of bored or you're kind of depressed, don't worry, whatever it is can always be taken care of. So cheer up, brethren. Yeah. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Uyoyo, and today I'm going to take you through the process of keeping your weight. So unfortunately, a lot of dieters, after watching their weight, after going through a lot of thick and thin just to watch the weight, tend to below again. Their present get worse than their former. But I have good news for you, because personally lately I have been eating too much. For me, basically, that's the fastest way of getting fat, and I have learned how to curtail that. I have learned how to actually turn that into a positive thing for me, and I'm going to share that with you. So before we go on to the video of the day, I'm not going to tell you some things that are not realistic. I'm not going to tell you some kind of food that you're not going to eat. You're still going to eat that, your favorite food, but I'm going to tell you how you're going to go about that will make you not to really go fast. Like it always says, you have to renew your mind. Like you've got to change your mindset. I'm going to tell you how to go about that, to change your mindset, you know, so that you can keep that desired shape of yours, right? Maintain that weight that you really love. That's not going to be a problem. So before we go on to this tips, guys, if you're here to subscribe to my channel, why not hit the subscribe button right away and turn on the notification bell to always get notifications whenever new videos are uploaded on the Pretty Heart TV. Now guys, before we go on to this video, your thought is very important to me. I always want to get your thoughts. I always want to get what you think about these videos that I'm dropping for you. If you really find this video helpful, you really want to give this video a thumb up, or give any other of my videos that you watch a thumb up if you find them interesting. And you might also have used some tips, you might also have some knowledge about burning fat or keeping your shape, like keeping yourself in shape, keeping yourself under a certain weight that you so desire. I also want to get that thought of yours, that trick of yours, that knowledge of yours is very important, because no one is an island of knowledge. I'm bringing this to you not because I actually know more, but because I want to share with the world. I also want you to share with others who are going through this video. So without talking too much, right? I think I'm blabbing too much. Let's just go right into tip number one. Tip number one is that you really have to be realistic. You love eating eba, you love eating burger, you love eating, just name the food that you love eating. It's very difficult when sometimes we say you should not eat all of these things because you want to watch your weight. It is not realistic, because even if you're going to keep off for say a month or two, with time you'll start going back to all of these things because you actually love eating this food, right? And these are the things that are actually making you fat. So what then should you do? I'll always say this is supposed to be my number one, but because being realistic is very important, should I make it number 2 or number 1B? Okay, so it's number 1B. Always stay hydrated. So the first thing you want to do in the morning when you get up from your bed is to take water. If you're the type who don't feel really comfortable taking water in the morning, it's high time you try to incorporate this into your habits. Try as much as possible to take a glass of water. As soon as you get up from bed, take 75 cl of water, or at least a glass of water before you go about your chores. So breakfast also is very important. This falls into the category of being realistic. You don't want to keep yourself hungry because you want to watch your weight, because you desire a particular shape and you want to stay in that shape. Keeping yourself off breakfast is not going to help you. In fact, the most important meal of the day for you watching your weight, for you dieter, is your breakfast. So you can go about any meal that you wish to take for the day. So go about, do you want to eat eba? Do you want to eat your burger? Go ahead and eat whatever you want to eat. When it's noon, sometimes it's not even noon, you want to eat something, you don't have to worry at all. I found a way of doing that. So when you feel so hungry, get a glass of water, take another glass of water, When you take the glass of water, if it holds you, it's fine. But if it doesn't hold you, you should get some bananas. I don't know, but there is a way banana tends to fool you, and bet me, if you even take banana in the morning, it could hold you all through evening. But because you might want to eat that favorite food or favorite snack of yours, I advise you eat it in the morning so that it gets digested as you go about your work. The fat, the sugar burns while you're working and you're sweating and all of that. That's why I suggest that whatever is that favorite thing of yours, take it in the morning. You can take, say, 5 to 6 bananas, and that will hold you. After taking that, it's not yet time for lunch, but you are just hungry, you just need to eat something. That's why you're taking the banana. After taking the banana, you feel hungry, get some water again. After getting some water, you don't still feel okay, get that favorite food of yours, eat as much as you can, right? Because it's still relatively morning to noon or afternoon, so that's why I'm saying eat all of these. But while you're doing, take a lot of water in between, and banana is also going to help. That's why I'm saying take a lot of bananas. After doing that, you've taken that favorite meal of yours and you're satisfied. Okay, now here is it. Even if you don't want to be disciplined, even if you just want to freestyle and live the normal life that you live, eat whatever you feel like eating at every time, all the kind of food that makes you really fat, you have the opportunity to eat them in the morning, like your first meal, morning stroke noon hours, and even at noon, afternoon, say 1 to 2 p.m. you can eat all of that. But after then, you have to really watch what you eat. So while you are very hungry, you can buy a lot of other fruits that you can take. You can get, I won't advise that you take watermelon, but you can take watermelon when it's late in the night, like, because if you eat watermelon during this period, it's going to help your digestion process. Like, your food is going to digest very fast, and that will make you even more hungry. So what then should you do? You can reserve the watermelon till late at night, say after 6 p.m. that you are hungry, you still feel like you want to eat something. You can eat your watermelon, you can eat your very soft cocoa, you can take your oranges, and those ones can go after 6 p.m. But before 6 p.m. you can take slightly solid food, not really the solid food, not that food that will take time to digest, not that food that will cause you to have constipation, right? But after 6 p.m. you can go for those other fruits. You can have a measurement plate and just make sure that you will not consume more than that measurement plate. So you get a measurement plate between 3 to 6 p.m. That's the plate you will use to eat. So if you feel like eating any other thing after you've consumed this food in your measurement plate, you can go for fruits like bananas, go for fruits like apple, you can do your pineapple, and I think that should hold you till 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. you should do more of fruits that has a lot of water, that will cause you to, like, that will make your food to digest more. And doing all of these things will make your eating habits realistic. So I'm not telling you that in the morning eat just one cracker and you are so bored with this new habit and you just get angry one day and you say, please, I am done with this thing, I'm going back to my old habits. And before you see, the present is worse than the former. That's why it is very good for you to be realistic. The number 2 thing that you want to do, that you want to incorporate in your eating habit, is eating a lot of protein. The reason you should eat a lot of protein is because protein has a way of regulating your weight. It's not like the fatty food, it's not like the carbohydrates. Eat lot and lot of protein. Another reason you want to eat protein helps in controlling hunger. So that period that you feel like you want to eat, you've eaten 2 hours ago and right now you're so hungry, if you're eating protein 2 hours ago, it will help you stay full. after 2 hours, right? So eating lots of protein is going to regulate your hunger taste. Eating protein requires a significant amount of energy for it to break down. So now this is why it's going to keep you from getting hungry so fast. So you want to consume lots of protein. You really want to consume protein more again, because protein is just going to help you stay away from hunger. If I eat protein, say if I eat beans in the morning, it's going to take me all through to 4 p.m. without me getting hungry. So sometimes I really just want to eat something again. My mouth is just itching for eating something. I can just go take in my watermelon and all of those fruits that help in digestion. So when you eat a lot of protein, it's going to keep your hunger under control. It's going to keep your appetite under control. So protein is my tip 2. Tip number 3 is that you always want to weigh yourself. So staying fit and maintaining a certain weight cannot be sometimes determined by just looking. You have to step on the scale to know that, oh, I'm still in shape, or I have grown kind of bigger, or I have really reduced. Thank God. You really want to weigh yourself regularly. You should try to weigh yourself so about 3 to 5 times a week, because when you do this, it's going to keep yourself on the check. You're going to know that this increase in my appetite is not going to help me. So guys, I need to weigh myself to see if I'm getting fatter. And tip number 4 is exercising. Exercising is very important. We know that you can actually keep watch of that weight without exercising, but exercising is very, like, it's important to me. I know some persons, they are lazy. They'll tell you, tell me something else to do. I don't want to exercise. It's fine, but you might not do all the strenuous exercise. You can just decide that I'm not going to take a cab today. I want to walk. Like I want to stroll. I want to trek. So you can do more of trekking, and you can decide to do some little jogging. You don't necessarily need to jog the whole city, like the whole community. You can just jog from your house to the major roads, come back, and that's fine. Like, you've done exercise for that day. You can say, I'm going to get some stuff today. I'm not going to get in the car today. I'm going to trek. So those are kind of little exercise that you can do to help you stay fit, to help you watch your weight, to help you actually burn fat. That period that your appetite has really increased and you want to eat, you can just, after eating, say, I'm not going to get into the car, I am trekking. So I don't want to repeat too much. I hope I've made this point clear. You might not do all the strenuous exercise, just trek more, do a little more jogging, and it will help you watch your weight. There is a way to help to stay full. There are times that you feel like lazy. Those times you feel lazy, you actually get hungry more and you want to eat more. That takes us to point number 5. And that point number 5 is don't stay idle. Idle people who want to stay idle, they eat more. When you know that days that you don't have work to do, you can eat, like, eat what you can eat for 3 days. That personally is my experience. When I am at home, I'm not doing anything. I just walk into the kitchen, whatever I see, I eat. Go to the room, I see snacks, I eat more when I am idle. So try as much as possible not to stay idle, because when you stay idle, you're going to eat more. The idle's mind is called what's called the devil's workshop. So that workshop can also make you too fat. You want to keep the mind busy. When the mind is busy, the mind will not be thinking of food. Keep the mind busy. That way you're not going to stay hungry, you're not going to feel hungry, your mind is going to be busy, everything about you is busy, your stomach is not running, it's not crying, I want to eat some snacks, I want to eat some eba, I want to eat some... No, it's not going to do that. So just keep the mind busy, right? For this video, these are the tips I have decided to share with you. I want to also get your thoughts, your tips, things you do to keep your weight under control. And I'll see you guys in my next one.